everyone, welcome back to my channel with me, Yohanes Tuyadi Kurniawan, or also known as Punjo. As usual, in this channel, we will discuss everything about English. And then, in this nice occasion, I overview the first about giving instruction, invitation, and the last, asking for permission. Those three topics relate to basic competence 3.4 and 4.4 for 8th grader students. Alright, we will study. For the first, we will discuss about giving instruction. Before we start the discussion, I will invite you all to watch a video. Okay, you can enjoy the video.
Bean, I need to go to Grandma's house. Please take care of your little brother.
What happens to Grandma, Dad?
She needs to go to the hospital for her routine medical checkup.
Will it take a long time, Dad?
I don't know. Don't worry, your mom will arrive home soon.
All right, Dad.
Good girl, I will be home right after taking Grandma to the hospital.
Yes, Dad. Take care.
Okay, that is about the video. Now we will move to the next session. We will discuss about the video that you have watched before. Okay, or this is the discussion of the dialogue between Mr. Anderson and Josephine. Okay, I would like to read it for you before we start to discuss it. Josephine, I need to go to Grandma's house. Please take care of your little brother. What happens to Grandma, Dad? She needs to go to the hospital for her routine medical checkup. Will it take a long time, Dad? I don't know. Don't worry. Your mom will arrive home soon. All right, Dad. Good girl. I will be home right after taking Grandma to the hospital. Yes, Dad. Take care. Okay. There is one sentence. One sentence that is typed or underlined with green color. Please take care of your little brother. What does it mean? This sentence as expression of giving instruction. In bahasa memberikan instruksi atau perintah. Now we discuss what giving instruction is. Alright. Expression of giving instruction is an expression that is used when we want someone to do something for us. Or in bahasa adalah sebuah ungkapan yang digunakan ketika kita menginginkan orang lain melakukan sesuatu untuk kita. Atau bahasa sederhananya memberikan perintah atau instruksi sehingga orang lain melakukan apa yang kita perintahkan. Nah, that is the definition. Okay, now in general, giving instruction, the pattern of giving instruction started with verb 1, after that completed with complement. Jadi pertama itu ada kata kerja bentuk dasar atau base form of the verb. Sering juga disebut verb 1 atau verb bentuk pertama, lalu dilengkapi dengan complement. Tetapi tidak wajib ada complement. Tidak wajib ada complement. Contoh untuk yang tidak pakai complement, for example, hurry up, nah like that, and come on, come for one. Okay, now I will give you the example. Close the door, please. Please read the procedure again. Turn down the volume, please. Iron the shirt, please. Wash your hand, please. Please, wear your mask. Keep your distance, please. And then you can try to find another example or in other media like in your book or in internet. Another example of instruction. If you see all of the instruction here using please, kalian lihat contoh-contohnya di sini menggunakan kata please. Apakah itu wajib? Actually, it is not must. Sebenarnya tidak wajib. Hanya please Used for making the instruction more polite. It can be put in beginning of or end of the instruction. Kata please ini bisa digunakan untuk membuat instruksi yang kita sampaikan kepada orang lain itu lebih sopan. Kan kita menginginkan orang lain melakukan sesuatu untuk kita. Kita sudah meminta bantuan atau memerintah orang lain, berarti kita baiknya menyampaikannya dengan sopan, ya. Nah, please ini bisa diletakkan di awal, ya. Kalau di awal berarti please, lalu the sentence of instruction. Kalau di akhir berarti the sentence of instruction atau perintah itu sendiri, baru please, ya. And then, ya, instruction can use stop mark or exclamation mark. Ya, tanda titik atau tanda seru tergantung dari penekanan kita. Kalau kita memang penekanannya lebih tinggi, berarti kita pakai tanda seru, ya, exclamation mark. Nah, itu tentang giving instruction. Actually, giving instruction or the form of instruction, there is negative form of instruction, ya, instruksi berbentuk negatif. Nah, ini maknanya menjadi prohibition. But I did not discuss negative instruction, ya, atau prohibition in this occasion. Why? Because we have discussed prohibition in the previous occasion or in the previous video. Okay, now we move to the second expression that discussed in this video, that is about invitation. Invitation in bahasa is ajakan atau undangan. As usual, seperti biasanya, before we discuss about invitation or this topic, I will invite you to watch the video. Yeah, okay, this one the video, you can enjoy it.
Hey, Edward, what are you doing this weekend?
I didn't have any big plans.
I'm going to give birthday surprise for Janet. Do you want to join me?
That sounds interesting.
Just be ready at 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. I'll pick you up.
All right, I will do.
Sounds great. See you then.
See you.
Okay, that is the video. Now we discuss about the dialogue in the video, yeah, between Peter and Edward. Before we discuss, I would like to read it or reread the dialogue for you. Hey Edward, what are you doing this weekend? I didn't have any big plans. I'm going to give birthday surprise for Janet. Do you want to join me? That sounds interesting. Just be ready at 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. I'll pick you up. Alright, I'll do. Sounds great. See you then. See you. If you see here, there is one sentence that type and underline with blue color, ya. Do you want to join me? Kalian lihat di sini ada kalimat yang dicetak miring, tebal, dan digaris bawahi berwarna biru, ya, yaitu do you want to join me? Apakah kamu ingin bergabung atau ikut denganku? Nah, why should I make the color blue? Ya, for giving the sign that this sentence showing invitation. Kalimat ini menunjukkan invitation, ya, atau ungkapan yang berupa ajakan, ya, atau undangan. Okay, now we will discuss what invitation is. Ya. Invitation or expression of invitation is an expression that is used to ask someone else to come to a place or to do something. In bahasa, sebuah ungkapan yang digunakan untuk meminta seseorang atau orang lain untuk datang ke suatu tempat atau untuk melakukan sesuatu. That is about invitation. Yeah. Now we directly come to the example, because there is no what is that? There is no a specific pattern, because we can use sentences. Yeah. The point is the sentence says, yeah, the meaning of sentence giving invitation to someone else, ya. The first example, let's go to the class for the lesson, ya. Ayo kita pergi ke kelas untuk mulai belajar. Nah, ini kan kita mengajak orang lain, let us, ya kan? Ayo kita pergi ke kelas. Nah, ini kan invitation. Second, why don't you join our English club? Kenapa kamu nggak join atau nggak bergabung sih ke klub bahasa Inggris. Nah, ini biasanya ada di sekolah ya. Berarti kan ini secara tidak langsung atau tersirat dia mengajak orang yang diajak bicara itu untuk bergabung dengan English Club. The next, do you want to go to the party with me? Apakah kamu ingin pergi ke pesta bersama saya? Nah, will you come to the meeting with us? Almost same, hampir sama ya. Apakah kamu ingin datang ke pertemuan atau rapat itu bersama kita? Do you mind to come to my house this evening? Nah, di sini artinya kalau bahasa Indonesia, do you mind to come to my house this evening? Apakah kamu keberatan untuk datang ke rumah saya malam ini? Nah, ini hati-hati kalau yang model seperti ini. Do you mind? Itu artinya apakah kamu keberatan? Maka kalau jawabannya, nah ini harusnya, kalau jawabannya yes, berarti dia keberatan, maka dia tidak akan datang. Tetapi kalau dia ingin datang, berarti dia jawabnya no. Karena beberapa atau banyak orang ini terjebak dengan konsep pertanyaan seperti ini. Do you mind to come? Apakah kamu keberatan datang ke rumah saya malam ini? Nah, dia jawab yes, dia datang. Nah, itu kan berarti maknanya salah. Kalau keberatan berarti dia tidak akan datang. Oke, next. Would you mind to accompany me home tonight? Almost same. Ini juga hampir sama ya. Apakah kamu keberatan to accompany me home tonight, untuk menemani saya di rumah malam ini? Okay. And you can find another example in your book, Mosaic maybe, or when English rings a bell, or maybe you can try to find example in internet, in Google you can try to browse. It will be useful for adding your comprehension about this topic. Okay, that is about invitation. We will move to the last. It is about asking for permission. Ini asking for permission in bahasa itu meminta izin, ya. This one the video. Now I will give time for you for watching the video before we discuss deeper about asking for permission. Enjoy it.
Can I use the computer?
No, dear, you can't. It's time to go to bed.
May I read a story before I sleep?
Sure, but try to sleep early.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Okay, that is the video. Now we move to the discussion of the video, or discussing the dialogue between Peter and Mr. Anderson. Dad, can I use the computer? No, dear, you can't. It's time to go to bed. May I read a story before I sleep? Sure, but try to sleep early. Thanks a lot, Dad. Ya. Ayah atau papa atau bapak, apakah saya bisa menggunakan komputer tersebut? Jangan. Tidak, kamu tidak boleh. Kamu tidak bisa menggunakan, atau kamu tidak boleh menggunakannya. Karena sekarang sudah waktunya untuk tidur. May I read a story before I sleep? Bolehkah saya membaca cerita sebelum saya tidur? Ya, boleh-boleh saja, boleh. Tetapi jangan tidur terlalu larut ya, atau jangan tidur, atau tidurlah lebih awal. Thanks a lot, Dad. Nah, tapi secara tersirat ini diizinkan. Kalau yang pertama dia tidak diizinkan. Okay. The sentence that type in red. There are two sentences. Those show you expression of asking for permission. Okay. What is expression of asking for permission? We will discuss now. Okay. In here. Expression of asking for permission is an expression that is used to ask permission whether you are allowed or not to do something. Adalah sebuah ungkapan yang digunakan untuk meminta izin apakah kamu diizinkan atau tidak untuk melakukan sesuatu. Almost same with invitation, there is no specific pattern, but you can show this one with some sentences. I would like to try to give you example. May I use your computer, please? Bolehkah saya menggunakan komputermu? Nah, bisa menggunakan may. Can I turn on the air conditioner? Nah, bisa gunakan can. Bolehkah saya menyalakan AC-nya atau AC tersebut? Nah, can ini sudah kita bahas di video-video sebelumnya ya, about ability and willingness, with topic of ability and willingness. The can in here, the function is not showing ability anymore, but used for asking for permission. Okay, next. Do you mind if I stay here? Apakah kamu keberatan jika saya tetap di sini? Nah, ini sebenarnya dia ingin tetap di tempat tersebut, tetapi dia meminta izin. Nah, kalau dijawab yes, berarti dia harus pergi. Tapi kalau dijawab no, berarti dia diizinkan untuk stay di tempat tersebut. The next, could I submit the work late, sir? Boleh nggak sih saya mengumpulkan tugasnya telat, Pak? Nah, seperti itu. Ya, would you allow me to go to the toilet? Apakah saya diizinkan untuk pergi ke toilet? Nah, okay. Another example can be gotten by you all in your book Mosaic When English Rings a Bell, or maybe from your internet. Okay. Yeah. Those three topics are the discussion for us in this nice occasion. Yeah. The first is about giving instruction, second is about invitation, and the last is asking for permission. Those three topics relate to basic competence for 3.4 and 4.4 for 8th grader student. I think those are the discussion about our topic for this nice occasion. I do apologize if I made mistakes along the discussion. I hope the discussion will be useful for you all, especially in learning English. Thank you, good morning, and God bless you all.